Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you are listening to this, you are a member of the Great Slaptail Nation, my nation. And who am I? I'm the Beaveman, master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the Great Slaptail Nation Army. I should really just make that a soundbite. I say the same thing every time. I'm pretty good at it by now, if I do say so myself. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway, as I go on, with me today is my number two, and when my number two is not here, the Swan. Say hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan.
Swan, you set up the podcast sort of today.
I did. I think
Nice
I did a
job.
pretty good job.
Talk us through what you did exactly.
Well, I logged on to StreamYard.
Today, looking super stylish, very handsome, as always. Our own personal pudding pop. Such a chocolate, Jumanji.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Jumanji.
Good evening, Beaveman.
Swan.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You know, there's a slight change in plans. I think that we have to introduce Jumanji last now. Because
probably.
Also with us is funny man, comedian, Mike Cotayo. Stop waving, Mike. It's an audio medium. No one can see you.
Use your big boy words.
Hi, guys.
Oh.
Hi. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, boy.
I like tacos.
What was it like being his preschool teacher, do you think?
Terrible.
Sit the fuck down. They couldn't swear, but they really wanted to. They're like, sit the fuck down, Michael, and stop touching that.
They're like, we're going to have to tie this kid to the chair.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
I remember I got put in the corner once.
That's it?
Once? That's
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Wow.
That I remember.
Well, that's much better than me.
They probably put him in the corner for his whole preschool career.
I went to preschool at a place called United Cerebral Palsy Preschool, and they
Oh, okay. Yep, go ahead. I get it now.
they allowed us for like at lunchtime they had us go play on the concrete.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I ended up splitting my lip and getting 6 stitches
Oh my goodness.
when I was like 4.
I just figured out why, though, you were only in the corner once.
Why?
Because all their rooms were round, so they wouldn't hurt themselves on the corner.
You are so smart.
They took him out to the parking lot.
Oh, by the way, good evening, Mike.
Good evening.
See, that's why we got to get him in. First.
Yeah.
It's
Just
Jumanji's
go
thing.
around the circle.
Jumanji's thing is
Good evening.
saying good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening.
We'll just talk about the round rooms that Mike was in as a child. Mike
is
muted.
doing a Ron's.
Here we go. Go ahead.
I didn't pull a Ron's.
No.
And how insulting to Ron's.
Well, that's what we do. We insult Ron's
insulting
all
to
the
Ron's?
time. You're not even
he's not-
insulted.
He's not here. No. I did it to tell my kid that she could pass because she's in the bathroom, which is on the other side.
Oh, good. We don't have to hear her dropping a deuce.
Nope.
Dropping a Ron.
Not like that time I took you into the bathroom with me and kept my mic on.
Oh, see, nobody knows that because guess what?
He edited it.
That was edited out.
Well, I sat down and no one heard.
Because you put the end of your penis right into the water, like just so it would be quiet.
Yes.
Penis was deep sea
Yes.
diving.
Shh, pee pee. Shh.
You can say penis. You have headphones on. Your kid can't hear you.
Shh, pee pee. She's heard me say worse.
I'm
Her
sure he has.
Her mother curses like a sailor.
Coincidence. Coincidence? So does my kid's mother. So tell us more about the round rooms that you had in preschool, Mike.
They were padded, and they let us draw on them, and we could puncture one wall a week, and then they just came and filled it up with cotton candy, and we'd suck it out. It was delicious.
That wasn't cotton candy. That was insulation. That
Oops.
also explains what might be wrong with you.
The pink kind from like back in the day.
Yeah, you don't have to explain the joke, Swan.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Our audience
we
is
used to-
older than 18.
Okay,
They
well,
know that insulation
I was
pink.
just gonna tell a story. That
Millennials don't know
there.
what
No,
insulation
they don't.
is.
At my dad's house, we had this like attic that was all full of that, and we used to play in there, and nobody even told us that was a bad idea.
Biggest ass you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to play in the places you weren't supposed to play in.
Right, and then you came out and you were all scratchy and itchy.
Oh yeah, it was the worst.
It was terrible.
That's the way our basement was too before the third son came along. That's the way ours was also.
So the third son forced them to finish the basement.
Exactly. The third son forced us to finish that part of the basement and make a room.
Ah.
Exactly. You are correct. You are correct, Swan. I do not have there you go. Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
So
Can I sing like Whitney Houston?
obviously
Go ahead.
you can't. Obviously you cannot.
Why not?
I've
You
heard
might
because
be
I've
able
heard him
to.
sing, and he definitely cannot sing like Whitney Houston.
He might. That might be his
I
hidden
mean, he
talent.
can sing a song, but it's not like Whitney Houston.
It might be. How do you know?
How about Mariah Carey?
Also,
I'm gonna
pretty
go
sure
with
you
no
cannot.
on that one.
Also pretty sure that's not going to happen for you.
Oh boy. Give him new toys and you see what he does.
I play with my toys.
Yeah.
So as I was driving home, by the way, I did see Ron's this evening,
Yeah.
and he kept trying to convince me that he does indeed have a date. But keep in mind, he was at the dojo at the same time as me. I left at 8. He was still there. And if he works as much as he says he does, how much of a date night is that?
Maybe his work is his date.
Oh, he means he's working it out like pimp style.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I don't think anybody's going to pay for that.
I don't think so either.
What about Low Powder Donut?
No, I don't think we should pimp Little Pardonut out either. She's got it. She got the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the job. Anyway, so I was driving home and I had not had dinner yet. So I decided I had two choices. I could either stop at McDonald's or I could stop at Wendy's. Now, my gut told me stop at Wendy's, get a spicy chicken sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and get some tasty fries and a diet pop. We say pop here, Mike.
Okay. Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you call it soda or do you call
Soda.
It, yeah.
Yeah. That's soda. Yeah.
All right. So my gut told me to stop at Wendy's, but I assumed Wendy's would take too long. Because
You know what happens when you assume.
Yep, exactly. So I decided to opt for McDonald's. Huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Huge mistake. I ordered my food and I should have known that it was going to be a problem because the children who were taking the money, there was just a vacant look on their face, like there was nothing going on. And I can't decide if that's because everybody on the planet is on some sort of antipsychotic like Haldol, or I don't know what the hell's going on with it. But there was nothing going on. There was nobody home. Handed me my money, didn't really say nice things to me. I get up to the window. The kid doesn't even say a word to me, looks at me, looks away, and hands me my pop. And then he hands me my bag and says, "Have a nice night." I'm like, okay, I understand that your job may not be glamorous. My job's not glamorous. But if you put a smile in your heart, you'll have a smile all day long. But he did not. And so I immediately got out my food. There's no way that food was made any more recently than 2.5 hours ago.
Ew.
My food was hard.
Ew.
I thought you were going to say there was no way that food was made with love.
Well, it definitely was not made with love.
Somebody might have dick rubbed it. I don't know. But it was terrible. And that's what sucks is if you're going to eat bad food, you know how you start thinking already because of your memory. You're like, oh, it's going to be this. It's going to be amazing when I finally get to have this bad food. And it was terrible. And so now.
So did you eat it anyway?
Sadness. Of course I ate it anyway. It cost me $12.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I could have got a real meal for $12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jumanji's back. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Back
So,
again. All right. Like I said, Jumanji and I had an adventure. Jumanji, you want to tell the story?
so it was definitely a slow night this night. I don't want to be disrespectful to the girls. I don't think it was like their A team. Would you say, B man?
No, I would not say it was the A team. Well, one of them definitely could have been
Yeah,
A team.
yes. One of them could have.
Where
The
did
others.
we go?
Tell
Wait, are
them
you
where
gonna
we
tell
went.
us where we went?
You gotta tell the story. You gotta tell the
Start
story,
it out.
Jumanji. I didn't tell them anything.
Yeah, they told
This
us
is all
Oh.
you.
nothing.
It's all you,
Okay,
Jumanji.
so we went to Deja Vu, and connected to it is it Angels?
No, little darlings.
Oh, Little Darlings, Little Darlings.
Is that a strip club or something?
Yes, in Kalamazoo.
Okay. So top notch.
Right. Well, something.
Yes.
Something.
Jumanji, why did you decide that we should go do this in the first place?
Because I thought it would be cool to like hang out with some titties around us.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So our resident gay man wants to go hang out with me.
And to get Beaveman out the house a little bit.
Oh, okay. So you're doing it for his benefit.
It was
It
bro
was
time.
mutually beneficial.
It was bro time.
Okay. So now
time. Okay.
let's take it from the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So from the very beginning, we walk in. And what happens when we walk in first thing?
I'm trying to remember. The only thing that comes to mind is you giving this big man a hug.
This big man. You gave
Oh,
a big
yeah.
man a hug?
Yeah, so what happened was we went in to pay and they frisk you. Apparently a lot of the clubs around here don't do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And so people
Yeah.
actually can make it in with guns.
Yeah, that's a little slick.
And
right?
so they patted us down. And so this large teddy bear-esque person patted me down. And I said, oh, that's the most action I've had in a while. I'm like, I said, I instinctively almost want to hug you. And he's like, you can hug me. I was like, all right. So he gave me a big, giant, burly hug. Incidentally, good hugger.
Did you ask for a hug too, Tremonde?
I did not.
He should have gone in
No?
for one. The guy was a good hugger.
Was he?
Yeah, he actually was a good hugger.
Good.
Yeah, Tremonde is a good hugger too. In case you didn't know that, Mike.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Tremonde gives good hugs. They're
So-
cozy and warm.
All right, so then we went in, scoped out the place, took a seat. Then what happens?
Yeah, so
By the way, I mean, Jumanji, you're a terrible storyteller, but go on.
the place was like jam packed. Like we were like scrounging trying to find somewhere to sit. Just joking. There
I was
was
gonna say, is this a lie?
no one there except like the dancers were actually sitting in the seats that customers should have been sitting in. And so we just walk in and we just look around and it was just like, well, I guess we got all of them to ourselves. So we made sure we had some ones to toss. And then this
No, you made sure
Oh yeah.
you had some ones to toss.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yep.
You,
And
weren't,
so-
you weren't giving out
also-
your ones?
No, also, get this. When we walked in, the first thing Jumanji says is, do you guys have an ATM machine? I'm like, you don't ever get money
No.
at the strip bar
I
from an
know.
ATM machine. They charge you like $10 just to get money out of it. I don't know how I know this, but that's what I've heard.
Oh yeah, that's what you've heard.
That's what I've heard. So anyway, no, we walk in and Jumanji's a little bit sad because there's not anybody there. I could tell in his face. Whereas I was like, oh, cool, we can just hang out and chat.
Yeah.
And so we sit down and Jumanji wants to sit right by the stage.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Maybe you should shut the fuck up and let me tell a story.
Okay. Well, I
So-
interrupt. That's what I do.
So I sit
This
there
is a
and
riveting story. I'm on the edge of my seats.
I sit down and I turn my seat towards Jumanji so that we can chat. Now, I'm basically, my side is to the stage, so I'm not paying any attention to what's going on the stage.
You're
Whereas,
insulting those strippers. Not even paying them any attention.
well, this is why I wanted to see what Jumanji's perspective was on the things that were going on. If his is, I feel like his perspective is different from mine.
They had so many daddy issues, and you wouldn't even pay them any mind.
I was doing what they needed, which made me more attractive to them.
Mm.
I mean, in some way, that's probably true. When you're not paying attention to them, they're going to come to you more.
All right.
Yeah.
So please continue with your riveting story, Jumanji.
And so one of the dancers, who we thought was probably the best looking one of them all, she did come over to us, and I think it was because the Beaveman was not really paying much attention, as I was like eyes glued. But like came and
How
sat
many
down.
dollars have you
Your
given
pickup
already?
line should have been, I ain't seen a titty in 7 years.
It's been so long.
So, and how many dollars had you already spent at this point, Jumanji?
I don't know. We honestly, I don't feel like we tossed very many because like there was not many to give dollars to, and one of them, like, I don't discriminate against size, but one of them was a little bustier, and then she like went up to B man, was like, "Hey, do you want me to like?" What did she say with her?
No, so as we went, there's two sides. So we were on the side that they're totally nude, but there's no alcohol over there.
Right.
So Jumanji and I are like, well, we want a drink, so we're gonna go over to the other side. Well, we were told there's no dancers on the other side because this is a Sunday night. So I was like, well, I don't really care, whatever. The one dancer tried to go over there with us, but she wanted us to buy all this stuff for her. I was like, nah, never mind. You're fine. You're cool. Stay over here. And so
You're cool, don't follow us.
You're cool. Don't follow us. Don't follow me. So I got up, and the girl he was talking about was dancing. And so I went up to give her money. And so I put like some money out and I gave it to her, and she had her top off, and she's like, do you want some titties in your face? And I said, no, just take the money, young lady. That's not necessary.
No. This B man was like, no.
I literally said, no, that's not necessary, young lady. Just take the money.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
And then these girls, like, they took us on this tour, and it was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for like this, like,
Shit.
yeah. And we were like, we're not paying for that. Absolutely not. And one of them like seemed like she was like strung out on something already. Like it just was not a good look.
No, anyway, so we wandered over to the other side to get some drinks. And we ended up actually just having a fun talk with the bartender. So we actually...
Who was a dude?
Who was a dude. Yeah, we chatted with him for like, it had to have been like 25 minutes.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, and then two of the dancers came over up to the bar and were like trying to bother us. And finally I just turned to them. I'm like, are you folks up here for a drink? And they're like, yeah, you can buy us one if you want. I'm like, all right. And I was like, bartender, milks for these two young ladies.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Yeah, that was.
But no, and then we the only good thing that came of that, though, I do think, is that the bartender was floored when I told him how old I was. He was legitimately pissed. I believe his words were, what did he say? He was like, what the fuck? All you old dudes walking around looking like you're totally young and handsome and shit. And I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
How old are you, Beeb?
50.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 50.
50.
50 is nifty. No.
No.
But I was doing some tight fives though, Mike. Well, I was cracking them up though, wasn't I, Jumanji?
Yeah, you are.
Or was that in my head? Or was I really hilarious just in my head?
No, like the conversation that we had at the bar was like so much better than the conversation we were having with anybody. Like it was more entertaining standing there than the strippers.
Yeah.
Because there was only one, and then she disappeared into some room with a guy. Why
is it that every guy that comes there that spends a lot of money, that books time with these strippers, always seems to have a greasy ponytail? What is the deal? Doesn't it always seem like that? They always have
a prereq.
You gotta have a little ponytail going on.
Yeah, and they're always like missing a little hair up top, and they just
look greasy.
Swoop it over.
Yeah.
Now, where Mike is from, they have like what is it called? What's the most famous strip club? What's
Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, but it starts with an S, right? What is it called?
I don't know.
Scores, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never been.
That's like the best gentleman's club, Scores.
Right.
Howard Stern always talks about Scores.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
And I went to one. I think in New Orleans. I think is that where we went. Anyway, yeah, it was not the top tier. I get to hang out with Jumanji though. That was fun.
Yeah. I'll go back again though. We gotta go back on
See, he wants to go on a busy night. Whereas I was like, man, Sunday night's the shit, man. I was like, there ain't nobody here. We can just hang out and talk to the bartenders.
Are you looking to get laid by a woman, Jumanji? Is that
No.
what's going on? Do you want
Not at
to
all.
swing back the other side?
No. No,
Is it
thanks.
more like, okay, so you can appreciate that naked women most often look hotter than naked men, or like not? Or
See, I don't agree. I don't agree with that statement.
I like it when he
don't
looks
agree with that
confused. He's
statement.
like,
I would
No.
I would rather see a naked woman than a hairy ass man part.
Oh no.
Wait,
Oh, no.
No?
Why are you? So why do you like men then, Swan?
Because I like men. Like,
Yeah, but if you
but
wouldn't,
if I was gonna see nakedness, I don't think I've been to one male strip bar and it was not. No, it was gross. Like I wasn't a fan. They were either lubed up and super
Yeah, they
shiny.
were.
Yeah, super shiny. Definitely not into women.
that wasn't oil either.
Or no, probably not. Or then there was a couple hairy, like, yeah, it wasn't. No, I don't know. Not, it's gross. I don't know.
You like hairy men.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Wait, what?
And I don't like being hairy, but she likes. I mean, I don't like that.
I don't like being hairy either. And Jeanette's like, "Don't shave. You look so great."
I
I'm
don't
like,
mind. I don't mind my face.
Not. I mean, if you had
No,
like
I mind
back
my
hair
body.
and shit.
Yeah, I mean that's how I am. I don't like hair all over. I don't mind it on my legs, but I don't want hairy chest and all that. I don't like that.
me neither.
Oh, see, I think the hairier the better.
Yeah,
but
see,
not
that's-
back hair. No.
Not back hair, but I love
Chest
a
hair
good.
is good. Yeah.
So if a woman takes off her shirt and it's all hair, you're like,
No,
"Oh
no.
yeah."
That's
That's
disgusting.
gross. No.
Oh wow.
What a double
Yes.
standard. What a double standard.
Wow.
I'm not all about the woman mustache either. Like,
Mm.
Well, you are just you are hair shaming. That is
I
what you're
am.
doing.
No.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Why do you want hair on a guy then?
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
I don't want
you're-
hair on
Okay,
either.
wait, hold on. If you're like ripped, you can be hairless. That's fine. Like long-haired Thor, yeah, he can be hairless
Okay.
because he's ripped. But if you're just like normal, I don't want you to like look like
Well, that hides
Hair.
the fat though. That hides.
No.
All that fur hides the fat, so
Right.
it doesn't matter if you're ripped or not.
no, you can tell. You can tell.
Mm.
Hmm.
Anyway, I don't know.
Not doing a hairy woman.
No,
No.
no, not even like armpit hair.
No.
Oh, that's bad.
No.
What are you doing about your mustache, Swan?
It's good. It's good.
It's growing in.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Clearly.
By December, it'll be a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, I'm gonna like wax it, curl it.
Ugh, disgusting.
B-Man, did you notice when the strippers would like clap their heels together?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
say there's
annoying
no
to me.
place like home.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, that wasn't their heels. Is that what you said, Mike? He's like, that's not their heels.
No, no, what they're saying, there's no place like home. I wish I wasn't a stripper.
It's other parts
It
flapping.
makes me think of like horse clack. Like I'm like, why do they do that?
I don't know.
It's
They
dumb.
have all kinds of things that they think is intriguing and sexy, but I mean, it's all up to your, I guess, what people think they want. It's kind of like in porn, where they slap the pussy. I'm like, who decided that that's a good idea? Swan, what do you? I mean, slapping the-
No.
Mike, what do you think? That whole. I mean, what is the point of that? I mean, you slap it too. I slap you
slap
back. Slap you back.
It's like a game show. I know.
Buzzing in first.
Here's another question. Maybe I should save this for Jumanji's Corner, but no, I'm just going to ask it. Okay, here's my question.
Yes.
And I know that sometimes when I say this to Swan, she doesn't know what I'm talking about because Swan doesn't like porn. Now, I, of course, am a connoisseur. Jumanji likes porn. I don't know about
Mhm.
Mike. Mike, porn? No.
I don't. Yay! I will watch it to like get the job done. I'm not going to sit there with popcorn, being like, "Oh boy, I love the dialogue, and this backstory is amazing."
character development is incredible.
Yeah.
No. Okay, here's my question. There is a maneuver that is done, and I don't know when it started to really kind of take steam or get really popular, because it kind of goes in waves. Oh, this is popular now. This is popular, whatever. But right now, and for a while now, double penetration has been like this major thing. Like it's like you can't have a threesome with two guys and a girl without there being the double penetration one.
Of course not. It would be rude to the female. Yes.
How dare we?
Why would you not double the pleasure, double the fun?
Well, but you could do one in the mouth and one in the vagina. But what I'm talking about specifically is where they put one
in the stink, one in the pink.
Exactly. Now, here's my question. Okay, here's my question. Aren't you just simulating rubbing your penis against somebody else's penis?
Riding?
Yeah. That's basically what you're doing. So why not just eliminate the woman then?
Because you need the hole for the pleasure.
Yeah, but what's that device that they make now?
Yeah, they make one like that. That you can have like double penetration in. Yeah.
Fleshlight.
It's something similar to that, but two people can use it simultaneously.
Well, that's just gay.
Exactly.
That's my opinion of the double penetration maneuver. I'm like, all you're doing, you're literally there's just a membrane between. Mm-hmm. You're just rubbing your penis against somebody else's penis. Mm-hmm. That's all you're doing.
Yep. And who's ever on top, their balls are usually tapping on the man underneath. So I'm like,
yeah, babe.
I know you feel that thump.
You're like,
I know you feel
and
that.
they're like making out at the same time.
No. What? No.
Wait, what? Who's
nobody said that, Swan. Yeah. No, that's totally different. This is considered straight porn, Swan.
Okay.
They label.
No, I think she was talking about the machine, the flesh, the light double penetration
during
machine.
the porn.
Swan,
the porn.
I really think that before you make comments about porn, you should do some research.
I know.
You never say the before porn, just like you never say it before Facebook. I was watching the porn on the Facebook.
No, that's bad.
I was watching the X Hamster. Unless it's like a bisexual thing, then.
But then it's labeled that way,
right?
So yes, Swan, you don't know of which you speak.
Well, I guess I'm not missing out on much.
You know what we should do though is Jumanji. You need to find out what that device is called so we can put up a link on our. We support this device.
I have it saved somewhere. I can find it. Trust me.
You should send them emails to sponsor you.
Exactly. Can we? I'm a big supporter of this device because you know what? Just eliminate the woman, because clearly that's what you really wanted to do in the first place. And I know it's how it's written, and I know that's supposed to be the what word am I looking for? That's what's in vogue right now. Hey, I got it.
My wife took a nap on the couch today, and she woke up and she goes, she's looking at me all weird. I go, hey, what's up? You okay? What's wrong? She goes, you cheated on me. I'm oh, Jesus, one of these dreams. And then for the rest of the day, it's you cheated on me. Finally, I went, then I hugged her from behind and said, I love you. And then she turned around and kissed me. And I go, my mistress doesn't kiss me like that. Oh, she's like, you're cut off. I'm like, come on, it was funny though. Come on.
So you assumed that you cheated on her with a woman in her dream?
Right.
Well, that's the thing. She's only jealous of me being with a woman. She doesn't really care about me.
Intriguing.
I mean, she cares. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not allowed to go out there.
But... I'm going to message her real quick. Oh, I heard that you're okay with ...
Not okay with, just less.
So would forgive you maybe, but definitely wouldn't if.
Fingers crossed.
All right. So Jumanji, did you happen to listen to the last podcast?
I did.
Oh no! And we haven't had any hate comments yet. What are
Not yet.
what do you have to say about the last?
I don't think nothing was hateful. It was all love.
It was all love.
It was all
It was
love.
all. It was a.
It was a circle of
It was a circle of love. It was a lot of giving and receiving.
I was approached today. When somebody told me how funny that whole circuit thing was. I'm like, okay, well, glad.
Who told you?
Yeah.
Somebody I know who listens to the podcast.
Sweet. You don't
Yeah.
want to shout them out?
I mean, I could, but I don't know if he wants his wife to know that he listens to the podcast.
He's a
Oh.
closet.
Thank
Okay.
you, Andy. Thank you, Andy, for the nice comment that you gave our podcast today. Thank you very much. What do you have to say about it, Jumanji?
Well, when you made that statement of you had that like aha moment of like closing the circuit, and it was like, oh, dude, you can do it. Like that's when I lost it. I was honestly like blushing throughout the entire thing. I'm like, I feel honored, and I'm like, I should feel disrespected at the same time. Like, what the hell is happening? But yeah, Ron's that would probably never ever. Because I don't want to disrespect with a part of donut.
No, you know.
Good cover. Good cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's nicely
Yeah.
done, sir. Nicely done.
Yeah, but Mike, no, I'm just joking.
It's okay. I get it.
Jumanji's like, no, me and John go to New York all the time. We'll just swing by and say hi.
We'll make
There
our
you
own
go.
circuit.
There you go. But that circuit bit that was hilarious.
That was hilarious, right?
And you
That
just
was
wanted
hilarious.
to keep listening, didn't you? You didn't know where that was going, did you?
I
Right
didn't.
there.
I just naturally assumed all week that you hadn't listened to the podcast because I kept waiting for you to text me and be like, either you're going to kill me or you were dying laughing.
No, so I started listening to it a couple days ago, but I didn't get to that part about the circuit until earlier today. And I was just like, so this is what they were. Yeah, that
You
was.
didn't listen to my text that I sent you?
Yeah, I think you said one Sunday.
Yeah. And I was like, is it okay if I post this? And you didn't respond, so I posted it.
Oh,
I
it's
was like-
good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I am relieved. But as we've said and stated many times, we're just characters.
Yeah.
This is just a show.
Just a show.
And now that we have Mike, we can legitimately say that we're all full of shit and we're acting, right?
Sure, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, right.
Yeah, I don't want to go down on Jumanji at all.
No, I mean, no one suspects that for a moment.
I think, totally, I think.
No,
right?
no one. I mean,
Not one.
you don't seem sincere at all.
So speaking of shit, is this new theme?
What?
This theme song, is that going to be a thing
Which one? Which new theme song?
I sharded.
of Mike saying I sharded?
That's his song now.
I
That's
shouted
I have
yesterday.
given that to Mike to use as he sees fit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to play it before you open up a show?
You should.
You should. That would be funny.
You should work that
Oh my
in.
God.
Your intro.
You just come out.
You're like, right now. I'm doing it now.
Check out my white pants.
Oh my gosh! You know, like how at shows like they sell things like shirts and things afterwards. You can sell white
Oh, no.
tidy whities that got sharded, and you can
Oh
like.
my god, that would be amazing. I'm doing a lot of merch stuff now, like online. I got an Etsy store, so I'm gonna create a underwear that said I sharded yesterday.
It has to have a shard stain.
Have shard stains in it. That'd be hilarious.
That could be like your
Totally
symbol,
does. Yeah.
like Prince. Like
Here we have the pride flag. Here we have a flying banner of tidy white.
Oh
with
my
a shark
god,
stain
that's
on it.
awful.
Just fly it right next to it.
Uh,
You could, that little flagpole you have outside your door.
Mhm.
You could just stick one right in there. That'd be cool.
yeah.
That's
What
not
are
a
you famous for? What are you famous for? The sharded.
I
Right.
use Charmin for sharding. That should be a slogan, Charmin for Charmin.
What is your top selling merch?
Oh, terrible. Terrible. Yeah, you definitely should do that, Mike. I mean, I personally wouldn't buy it. I would just donate money to someone. I don't want
No.
You could branch out into ladies' underwear. You have a whole line. Pampers.
Would you get the thong version, Jumanji?
Right.
Like a brown strip.
Brown string.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't mind a good thong, but probably not.
Not the brown string one.
that'd be hilarious. Yeah, just white with a brown string.
I'm
That would be
I
awesome.
have a rainbow colored thong and rainbow colored G-string. I'm bringing them for when I come down there. Yeah.
You're wearing them.
Well, I mean, brown is one of the colors now, and depending on which flag you look at, so it should be fine. Oh, yours doesn't have brown on it. You're just saying yours is rainbow.
It might.
Do you think
that day.
like a female comedian will try to like do a spin-off and then do a white thong but with red in parts?
Ew.
Oh,
No.
I think they should. I queefed yesterday. It was awful.
It was awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a soundbite out of your wife for that one.
Good luck, Chuck.
Oh.
No? Are you still too embarrassed to let her listen to the podcast? Is that right? You're ashamed of us? You're ashamed of us?
What she heard. I was listening to one of the reels on the couch, and she heard you say, "Is your wife going to listen to this one?" And she was like, "What does that mean? What podcast? Why can't I listen?" I'm like,
Oh, so
"No,
you're
honey,
ashamed of
no."
us.
Yeah.
No, listen. I'm trying to stay married. She's already having dreams that cheat on her. I want to hear what I say on this podcast. I'm taping this in the hall, by the way, so she could hear
Yeah, but she
everything I
can't hear
say.
what we say.
She cannot. Thank you for the
problem.
headphones.
It's okay. Her and I are Facebook friends. We chat regularly. No.
Are you really? Are you really? Because she always asks me, "Who is this?" When she gets a request.
What if
from
she's having
someone she
dreams
doesn't
about
know.
Mike cheating with Swan?
She's not.
She doesn't.
She doesn't know that Swan doesn't ever have sex. So
Well, all the more reason to cheat with Mike in your dreams.
probably
You're all pent up. The lady
Yeah.
parts are all pent up.
they are. Yeah.
Dry as the
Happened.
desert.
I have a question, but I don't know if it's
What's the
podcast
question?
appropriate.
Until they come along and regulate us, which will probably never happen in my lifetime, you're probably fine to ask the question.
So you still, without your evacuation in there.
You talking about my colonoscopy, or are you talking about
You're
her?
talking about my
no,
uterus?
okay,
No,
okay.
her, Swan. You still have all the feeling in your
Yes.
parts, right?
Yes, I have all
Okay,
the
good
feeling in my
deal.
parts. They just took out the ends.
Yeah, just check it out. Yeah, just make
The
sure I slap
innards.
it once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this thing on?
Nothing like a good vaginal slap.
No.
You like that, do
You're like,
you?
no,
You like that?
absolutely not. I do not. Would you like it if I keep smacking you in your
Give it
testicles?
CPR.
You like that? You like that? You like on
Your
her
technology-
vagina?
No, Mike. All you have to do is literally just tap it.
Just give it a little
Just
tap.
give it a little tappy tappy.
A little
Just a little
tappy tap.
tappy.
What, we're talking about the vagina again or the microphone? I
I
think
mean,
Don't tap it.
don't tap it. Don't tap it.
It's like a desert down there. Hey there, members of the Great Slaptail Nation. It's me, the Beaveman, and I'm here to deliver you a message from beyond the stars about our sponsor for this episode, Swiss Navy. No matter who you love or how you love, Swiss Navy products set the bar for sexual enhancement. There's more glide, more comfort, and even products for longer-lasting pleasure. Swiss Navy has a wide range of premium products to choose from for whatever amount fills your hole, if you know what I mean. My favorite product is Swiss Navy's silicone lube. Get it, use it, love it, and never be dry again. Once again, that's Swiss Navy at SwissNavy.com. And in your order comments, let them know the Slaptail Squad sent you. Swiss Navy, no matter who you love or how you love. Adios, mooch fuckos. We would probably be remiss if we didn't mention Ron's and say, hey, Ron's, wish you were here. Hope you're enjoying your night out with Lil Powdered Donut. And as I told you, just keep in mind, you don't have to make a reservation for Burger King. You just walk right in.
Was his date with Little Powder Donut? He never said.
And even at Burger King, you don't have to wait to be seated. You can just seat yourself.
True. That is actually also true.
But you got to get up and go order because nobody's going to come to you and take
That would be funny.
Like a little push button. Do they have the push button things like inside McDonald's?
Oh, I don't think Burger King has that. I hate that at McDonald's.
Takes away that personal touch.
It does.
A teenager being a dick to you.
Well, have a point there, but
I don't like this machine. It doesn't treat me like shit. It's about that time of the show. Swan, do you have a question prepared for Jumanji's Corner? It's gonna be hard for me to like when I edit this whole thing out.
No, I don't think I really have a question. I didn't.
But we have Mike and Jumanji.
Okay, well, I'm sure you have a question.
I don't know if I have a question or if I have a comment, but it's a serious one. But we'll make it funny because we got Funny Man Mike here, who incidentally hasn't been funny at all this whole podcast.
Aww.
I want you to work.
You've been stifling his comedy.
We're not stifling his comedy. He's stifling his own comedy.
Don't stifle his comedy.
We're not stifling his comedy. All right, are you ready?
ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, please. I am not ready.
Why does he look so confused? He got to pee. Look at him. He's doing the pee-pee dance over there.
He is.
Oh, he's sad man, Mike, now.
Ready.
I thought he was doing the pee-pee dance or something. Okay.
Nah.
Are you ready? You ready?
Ready.
You ready? Okay, here we go. All right, it's that time of the show where the people of the Slaptail Squad that are considered cis ask the gay members of the Slaptail Squad ignorant questions.
About being gay.
About being gay! God damn it, Swan.
I just wanted to interrupt. I haven't gotten a lot of interrupting in today.
About being gay! Jam, you don't have any input? You don't have anything that you don't wanna join in with this, Jam?
I might want to join in because I like to ram.
Yeah, Jam the Ram.
Jam.
Yeah. And what is it that you like to ram, Jam?
Well, today I'd like to ram Tremonde.
Well, we don't know who that is.
Oh, I mean Jumanji. Jumanji. I would like to ram Jumanji.
Okay, calm down over there.
Getting a little excited.
All right, keep it down.
No, I want to keep it up.
Now you're getting disgusting. Go back in your corner.
No.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, all right then. Okay. Here's my question. Here's a funny story. It's not really a question, but it will lead to a question. So I'm in the Army many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a conversation at this point in time about chicks. Because back in the day, for the job that I did, there were no women, period. You didn't see them until you left that particular section of our dens, which is a street. It was all men. So what do you do all day? You talk about women or whatever.
I was going to say form a circle jerk, but you do good.
You ain't got time for that. Anyway, so we were talking about women that were hot, that were on TV at that time. And if I remember correctly, the one girl we were talking about quite frequently, a group of us, was the girl who was on Martin, the girl who played Gina, and super hot. And we were talking about that. And then we were talking about other, chicks that were hot. And this Southern guy walks up to us and he outranked us. I was like an E4 then, which is a specialist. And he was like an E6, which is like a staff sergeant. So we're talking about girls. And of course he just starts joining the conversation. Nice guy. And he's like, you know what girl is really hot? And we're like, no, who? Tell us. So he starts describing her. And as he's describing her, it suddenly dawns on me, and I don't remember what show she would have been on at the time, but I realized he's describing RuPaul. And so I start laughing in my brain because I full on know that he doesn't know. He literally thinks that it's a girl. And he's going on and on about it. And I'm laughing in my head. And I didn't really know if everybody else knew who he was talking about, but my one friend did. I think it was my friend Will. And then afterwards, him and I were talking about it. I'm like, he's talking about RuPaul. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, do you think he knows? He's like, absolutely not. I'm like, you think we should tell him? He's like, absolutely not. Because if we tell, this was our thought process back then because of not having that type of exposure and living the sheltered lives that we lived. We thought if we told him, he would get really mad. And then therefore he would assume that would make him gay because he thought RuPaul was hot. Now, I personally also was like, oh, RuPaul looks good when he's doing his thing or whatever. So here's my question. Why do you think men get so mad at people when they dress in drag?
Because I think a part of it is that it is attractive because the man is showing up as a woman, and RuPaul being one of them makes a beautiful woman, and they don't want to admit that they find that to be attractive because then they feel that, oh, that's going to make me gay. And there was so much negative stereotype and ideas around that, especially during the time when you were serving, that nobody wanted to be identified or accept that as part of their identity.
Good answer. Good answer.
True. Good answer. Oh, you want it?
And I think that's why I'm okay with going to a strip club, because like I also love looking at drag queens do their thing, and some of them come out of their clothes down to as much as they can, but it's all just like an art and the performance. So yeah, that's my thought behind it.
You don't have to make excuses for wanting to look at naked women, you perv.
Oh, no.
I mean, you don't have to make excuses for wanting to look at naked women. I just, honestly, you could ask Swan, this is no lie. Did I pay any attention to them at all?
No.
When we went to this, I didn't.
No.
Because I was like, no, they're all too young. I literally asked when we went, I'm like, you have any strippers who are like over 35? And they're like, no.
He did ask that.
Like, how about 40? Anybody 40 or over? Then no. Okay. All right. Mike, do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I think because, like, I think people fall into the trap of drag queens go for the extreme of what is feminine. So they're gonna be dressed up and dolled up as pretty as possible, and that confuses people. And when people aren't secure with their masculinity or sexuality, they get butthurt that someone could look that good, that they're trying to trick them or sway them into a direction, when it's just grow up.
They want to get butthurt.
Hi-yo.
Hey-oh.
No.
No, you don't want to get butthurt?
That's funny because my question, like, that I was thinking of was very.
So you didn't have one.
I didn't. But it reminded me that I was thinking of that before. Like, Tremonde, would you date, or would you date a trans woman?
A trans woman? No.
No.
Trans male?
A trans male, or a trans person in general?
I don't know. The idea of a trans man, and like even like with porn, sometimes like it's somewhat attractive because it's still a man showing up. You know, just happens to have female parts. But I don't know. It's been a while since I've. Yeah.
Well, but what if it's a trans female who didn't have gender reassignment surgery? They don't all get gender reassignment. They don't all do that. And some of them never will, and some of them don't prefer to do that. What if it was a trans female with a penis?
Mm-mm.
No?
He's like, no,
Mm-mm.
no.
I would. Because it combines my two favorite things, penis and breasts.
See,
That confuses me.
What? Penises and breasts.
Yes.
Penises I get, breasts not so much. I don't understand. I was having that fun conversation with Swan the other day. What did I say? Swan was. I had Swan this closest. She's like, if I didn't you say that you're like, oh, I would do that. She's like, if I had the option.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
I'm like, I would. That would be so. You know, my opinion is that there's a bad threesome and a good threesome, or the evil threesome and the good threesome. So, you know, or the devil's threesome. And that's the one where it's 2 guys and a girl, which is the one I don't want to be partaking in. Right. So I'm like, but however, caveat to that one, I would if it was a trans female who
You
still had a
said
penis.
would.
I did say would. But I would have rules.
What kind of rules?
Well, like we're going to literally be a tag team. And so it won't be so bad because I can still look at her and be like, oh yeah, she looks good. But the 2 swords will not meet. There won't be any sword play.
So you guys are going to do double penetration?
No, because the one that the trans female that I'm going to have is also going to be a trans female that identifies as a lesbian in my perfect world. So I get to see this hot trans female and who will be my tag team partner.
But there will be
With
no
a-
penis action from.
There will be no penis action, but at least I get to look at a hot trans female. I hope my son listens to that. He's so embarrassed by it. This is why his friends don't. He's like, no, you don't want to listen to it. You don't want to listen to that podcast.
And I don't even know how we got on that conversation, but okay, you know.
Because you're my friend and you're the only one I can.
Right. So you know, I know you've.
I
watched
can
it.
easily separate you as my friend in my mind from my wife and talk to you about some stuff.
So I know that you've watched it. That show, Pose, Jumanji. Jesus, we're never gonna come up with. I'm never gonna. That's just never gonna happen.
You did it all the time before he wrote it down.
No,
Right.
Don't write it down. Shut up, Michael.
Hey, stop calling me Michael.
Yeah?
So I know you watched the show Pose.
Why are
Have
you
you
sorry?
watched it?
Oh, I love that show.
So we were talking about his trans female, and if I was gonna pick a trans person to be with, it would be Angel from that show. Like I think she's like the hottest one. You know what I'm talking about?
Angel
Ah, but
was
she's too
hot.
tiny for me.
What?
She's too tiny for me.
Well,
You
I'm
you
the
need
I'm the
Blanca.
big-assed one.
You need Blanca.
Which one's the Latina?
They're all Latino. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. The one who's Jumanji knows which
I
one
know
I'm
what
talking
you're talking
about.
about.
She's in the other house.
Yes.
She's the one who is like more trashy dressing.
Stop being so
Well,
insulting.
not. That's what she dresses like.
He's my trashy.
Her best friend was Candy. What is her name?
That was my pick. That one's my pick.
Candy was too skinny.
The one who would be my buddy is the mother of the other house. She'd be the one who's the best friend to have.
Electra.
Would be awesome.
I like
Electra,
her.
she's too much. Oh, I
She would
could
be
not be friends
she would
with
be
her.
oh, I totally could. That would be a blast.
I'd be
Beef.
like, look, bitch, calm down.
Don't make me slap that vagina.
Big man, you're talking about Lulu.
Yeah, I am.
Lulu,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought Lulu was probably one of the best looking females.
That'd be my tag team partner if she had a penis.
But I don't want to do her.
You're not in the threesome. I have to explain. I don't know how many times I have to explain to you.
You're not inviting your wife to the threesome? That's rude.
My ideal threesome does not include you. I'm not Ron's who wants 3 little power donuts while he jerks off in the corner. That's not me.
So
That's
he's a
not what I
cuck?
want.
Is that what you're saying?
That's Ron's is a cuck.
Basically explained it to us that he would be the one holding the camera. And I'm like, dude, that makes you a cuck. He never said he was going to participate at all. He's like, every time it was like, I'll be the one holding the camera. I'm like, dude, you know.
Maybe his ding-a-ling doesn't work anymore. I don't know.
I don't know if it ever worked.
It worked once.
Well, once we know.
You don't know that. He could be a
I mean,
turkey
it-
baster baby.
Oh, maybe. Little powder donut could have scooped it up from wherever it dribbled out of.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's graphic.
I know, right?
That's quite a picture. Thank you for that picture.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's
Just a little bit.
not decent.
No.
Well,
little pug on it.
so what's your ideal threesome then, Swan?
I'm not having a threesome.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Well, if I don't have to have sex with you, apparently maybe I would.
You can create it.
Yeah, again.
I don't need a threesome. I just need a not you.
Oh,
Hiyo.
No one would invite you anyway. That's why.
Oh,
That's why you don't need one, because you know no one's ever going to invite you.
that's probably true. I'm pretty sure I could get laid much quicker than you could.
Okay.
Sounds like a
challenge
challenge.
accepted.
Pretty
Challenge
sure-
accepted.
Pretty sure you need to.
I probably do.
I have control of the board.
Yeah, you do. You do. Well, I have the biggest ass you've ever seen.
I was gonna make a joke, but it involves Bill Cosby, so then I said probably not the best time.
Go for it. Go
You
for it.
remember the episode and they were like tap dancing and it was like challenge.
Yes.
That's what it made me
Yes.
think of when you guys were going back and forth.
I
Has-
love that episode.
Has anyone had a threesome?
I'd full on shit it in public.
That was perfect timing.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
I've had many and a bunch of orgies. So
Oh boy.
Go out and get a couple of prostitutes. Have that threesome.
Yeah.
I didn't have to really pay for them, but thanks,
I'm
Ron.
sure you
No.
didn't. Yeah, exactly.
No, they're out there for free.
Yeah.
Which is what I tried to explain to Rods. But
Oh,
he's not here
so
to defend himself.
Let me. I'm at 5%. You guys, let me tell you the story before the battery cuts me off. I once was an accidental hooker. I had sex with somebody, and they paid me. They gave me $120 after I just got blown by them or something. It was great. Yeah, I was in my early 20s. I was like, this is a great career move.
Good on you, man. Then what happened?
I'd full on shit it in public.
I sharted yesterday.
It was awful.
It was like in sync. Like,
Oh, he's
I
a
love you,
performer. Look at him. He goes right for it.
There's no shame in my sharding game.
I think he's got a whole new line of merch he's going to go for.
Clearly.
yeah.
I would like 7% of all proceeds.
Just 7%.
Just 7.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah. Well, apparently Mike is not prepared and he's only at 5%. So we probably have to wrap this up.
7%.
No, that's 7% is what Jumanji wants of the profits.
Oh,
5% is what Mike says he has on his computer. He's not very well prepared.
no.
It's that ADD kicking in. Michael, why didn't you charge your computer?
Mm.
Did you know you can plug in your computer and use
Not in the hallway.
All right, we forgive you. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. Oh. Do you think he'll mute himself first?
No,
Probably
I
not.
think he's gonna make a lot of
He
noise.
probably won't. He'll just continue to like make lots of noise.
Maybe I should just mute him for him because
You should. You should just
Yeah,
mute him.
just-
Just mute him.
there you go.
Now we can talk about him, and he'll still be able to hear us, but he won't be able.
He's still
to
sad, man.
himself.
He's still sad, man. Mike. That's okay.
He is. He just unmuted
Why
himself.
does he keep playing with
Look at
himself?
him.
Look at that.
I
Now
don't know.
why is he? What is he doing? Why does he do that? I don't know. Look at him, like a child. That's okay. All right. Well, it's probably that time for us to point out our. What is he doing there? I don't. All right. What's an audio medium?
Rocking the beer gut for sure.
Harsh, Swan, harsh. Look, we
Not
Look at it.
not even dad bod. She just said beer gut. At least dad bod is like a compliment these days.
No, I thought it was funnier.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's probably about that time for me to do my shout out this week for what shows I would pick.
Okay.
Of course, The Mandalorian. But we also saw I liked the movie. I don't know Swan does. She didn't say anything because Swan has no sense of humor. But we watched the movie Birdie on Amazon Prime, and that was very good. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit.
I thought it was a good movie. It's not. What is it? It's not called just Birdie. It's called something else.
Isn't it?
No, I think it's called something else.
Okay. Well, talk amongst yourselves.
Catherine, call me Birdie, or something like that, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's got more. It's not just Birdie. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just made that up in my head, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Have you watched anything good lately?
I have a movie that I watched the other day, John and I, was Vacation Friends. That was actually pretty funny. And then Bel Air, which is
I've not watched either of those.
Yeah, which is just the story of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Is actually a really good show. Like the writing is amazing, the casting is amazing.
Does it end with him slapping Chris Rock?
No.
No.
Can we talk about that on here?
It's called Catherine Called Birdie.
Okay, I was right.
You were right. Good job, Swan. That was really good. We also saw Bones and All. That was a weird movie.
That was definitely a weird movie.
Pretty decent. I kept telling Baby Swan it was a love story, but she was not in it. As soon as that girl bit that girl's finger off, she was like, nope, I'm out.
I'm out.
Nope,
Not watching
out.
that. Nope, not
Nope,
gonna
I'm
do
out.
it. She doesn't like
Can
blood
you-
and guts or scary.
Really?
Can you
Can
hear
we
me?
see you? Yes.
Okay,
can.
cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We're just doing our picks this week for things that we watched.
I what did I watch? I don't remember.
You had all that time to think of it, and you
wasn't
couldn't
your
even
turn.
think anything.
I don't-
Really wasn't even your
I'm
turn.
sorry. I skipped
Swan's
my
turn.
turn.
I don't have anything because I watched
I'm
the
just
same
kidding.
movies as
I'm just kidding.
I watched the same movies as you.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
So what were you going to talk? We talked about the slap a long time ago when it happened, didn't we?
Yeah. Have we talked about Chris Rock's response in his stand-up recently?
No. Who was it who said that they saw it and they didn't think it was that good?
Or maybe that was me.
Was that you that said it wasn't that funny?
Did we talk about it on the podcast, or did we talk about it?
I think we talked about. I talked about somebody in person. It must have been you.
We must have been talking about it at the strip club when we were ignoring
Oh
the.
yeah, because we were talking about how
Okay,
funny.
I don't know this conversation.
We were talking about how funny I am, and I was kidding.
Yeah, we were.
There we were.
No.
But yeah,
Look at him being all Ronzy over there.
He's. You know what? He's going to
Sorry.
start being. He's going to start being Ron's Jr. when Ron's isn't here.
Oh yay! I don't have to be Ron's Jr. anymore. You're gonna
You'll
be the
still
number
be
two.
number 2, but
Well,
he's going to be
do you
Ron's
think-
Jr.
I think that Mike should be number 3 because if you shart, it's more like a number 3.
mm,
Tremonde's
Um,
grossed out.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
I'm going to give you a weak one. Okay.
I sharded yesterday. It was awful.
I mean, it sounds exactly like it. We don't even need that sound clip. You just turn Mike.
I mean, he's
Just-
very good at doing it.
Yeah. It must.
Sharding?
It comes naturally. It comes
well,
naturally.
that too, sure. No, what did you want to say though? I mean, what were you saying?
I just didn't.
Keep in mind, Chris Rock listens to this podcast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he does.
We're like BFFs.
Does he? Really?
I
That's
doubt it.
awesome.
I seriously doubt it.
I hope so.
I'd be nice.
I mean-
I think he's funny, but it'd be nice. But
Yeah, I think he should just kept silent. I have more respect for his response as opposed to the performance that he gave. It wasn't necessarily entertaining.
But that's his job to like take that and make something out of it. It's like if something bad happens to you in front of the world, you have to talk about it.
So then, if you're going to make something out of it, it has to be funny. But
It was
I
funny.
didn't-
I thought it was funny. Okay.
damn, they about to throw hands.
Ooh, do it.
right.
You got an advantage.
Just the
Lucky.
right
This is
hand.
me
He's got one.
throwing.
There's only one way to settle this. Who breaks the circuit first?
Not me. Challenge.
Yeah, I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I love that show.
I love that. I didn't watch it when it was on. It's like my favorite now.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's is it still on Hulu or did they take it off Hulu?
They took it off Hulu and they have it on Peacock. And if I want to watch it in order, I have to pay for Peacock. So I haven't watched it in order yet. I'm watching reruns.
Yeah, I watched it all when it was on Hulu. I watched it straight through.
Well, as your manager, you're not allowed to pay for that. It's not in your budget.
As your manager, spend some time writing.
Stop watching TV and write some comedy
all day. You fucking write some comedy, make some calls.
Listen,
like, fuck you.
Tough love. This is tough love.
This is
lose that beer belly. Whoa.
No.
Do a fucking sit up.
Whoa, son.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay. Well, shout outs then. JD redeemed himself. Let's play it back.
I'm sorry that I am not as perfect, omnipotent, and unfallible as the great and holy Beaveman.
Let's play it again.
I'm sorry that I am not as perfect.
Let's talk over it because we're over it. Tremonde, you don't even want to. Tremonde wants to talk over that too.
Tremonde, you want to break the circuit? Is what you're saying? You don't want the circuit anymore?
Oh, I'm good with the circuit. I'm good with the circuit.
The great Beaveman knows everything.
Stop.
Is holy,
take it all back.
omnipotent,
Take it all back.
and
It makes me
infallible.
want to throw up.
Oh my god.
The great Beaveman knows everything.
Okay.
Is holy, omnipotent,
God. Do you know how many
and
hours
infallible.
he spent doing that?
Can
Not
you
even an hour? I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Can you get that to play every time someone opens a door in your house? That's what they hear.
Here's also a good one.
You don't call retarded people retards. It's bad taste. You call your friends retards when they're acting retarded.
It's true.
Oh, The Office.
All right. Well, shout out to JD Hutchins of the Monsters Lair. You have redeemed yourself, our friend.
I didn't hear what he said about
he will be joining us when we go to see Mike perform at the Laugh Factory in 2025. JD will come visit us. And he better fucking go to the show. I'm sure he will.
Of course he's going to.
I'm sure he will.
We're going to bring an entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be Turtle.
Hey. Turtle.
You can be Turtle. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Skylar Creates on Twitch. Usually Saturdays and Sundays. No, Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, on Twitch. And shout out to the rest of the children. Strange Loop, Muffins, Howdy. How's it going? And that's it for me, the Beaveman. And now this is the part of the show where the others get to say whatever they want. And this is also the part of the show where Mike will do a promotion for himself.
Yay, promote
He
yourself.
looks,
Yay,
but I'm going to say
promotions.
this. I'm going to say this, though. He looks unprepared.
I am not unprepared, you fucker.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, he just called you a
I
fuck.
got
he's got it. All right. Well, I will say adios, smooch fuckos.
Bye from the Swan.
Bye, Swan.
Jesus.
Promote yourself.
No, Jumanji's about to do his thing.
Oh, Jumanji's going to do his thing? Okay.
Deuces.
That was weak. Try again.
Deuces.
April 20th, 420, I will be playing in Penguin Plunge Comedy Show. It's a benefit show in Norwood, New Jersey. And then the following day, on the 21st, I will be doing comedy at the Laughing Pad. I can't tell you where that is because I don't know just yet.
But we'll
it'll
find
be
that
somewhere.
link and we'll
Yes.
post it.
Yeah,
Yes,
you should
and-
interrupt him when he's doing his own promo.
You
that's what I'm
should.
good at.
It
I'm
keeps
good at
me
it.
on my toes. And then the following week, the 28th, it's my aunt and my nephew's birthday. But I also have a comedy show that day for the Meadowlands Comedy Festival.
Excellent. All right. And yes, we will have that in the show links. Thank you, Swan. Thank you,
No
Mike.
problem. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Oh, so you dropped the soap, didn't you?
Audio medium.